enforcement officers vow to continue to stay off duty during Christmas, New Year's celebration. A blockade mounted by the police on a road leading to Sharks Stadium, the venue of the butchered PDP National Convention, on Wednesday. Raising from a joint meeting of the Law Enforcement Officers Weekend, a divisional police officer (DPO) who attended the meeting told PR Nigeria that Nigerians should rather find a way to protect themselves from thugs, hoodlums and miscreants during the seasonal period. According to him, the meeting, which was attended by officers of the Nigerian military, security, intelligence and response agencies, analyzed how the violent assault on innocent security personnel during the NSAS protests significantly dampened the morale of many of the servicemen and women. In this Ember month and up to Christmas period and the New Year, I doubt if any of the security services can guarantee maximum security as usual. There is no way we can discharge our statutory responsibilities and function when we have become soft targets of miscreants and violent persons, he said. The DPO further said he would not allow any of his officers and men to be drafted to lift threatening beats and assignments during the period. He added, "Our destroyed facilities are yet to be reconstructed and rehabilitated. Our looted armories are yet to be restocked. And when our men and women are yet to get over the humiliation of the atrocities committed on them by the same people we are charged to protect, how can we return to our duty post?" Thank you for listening to this news. This is serious. So, the Nigerian police force are now refusing to go back to their duty post. Am I right? They are refusing. That's not an issue. First and foremost, if they are complaining, they should ask themselves this question: who actually caused this protest that is presently going on now? Which of the force in Nigeria is behind this problem of NSAS protest? Is it not the units in the Nigerian police force? Is it not? Are they not the one? And if we are to argue about it, even when the federal government heed to the request of the people, who instigated and made the youth to go on the street with force? Is it not the Nigerian police? The Nigerian police has always been the one pushing the youth to the wall to make even the soldiers that are even more brutal, and we're not even as wicked as the Nigerian police. Even the soldiers are even more they are fair and even more understanding than the Nigerian police. And now they are saying they don't want to go back to the duty post because of the attack given to them and some of their properties destroyed. They should stay. I think the Commissioner of Police should unleash his decision on them, and to unleash it on any of them that have refused to go back to office, because it is an agreement. So if they have refused, I see no reason why they should still remain in office. I see no reason why they should still be tolerated. Yes, to me, what they have just said is not an excuse. They can still go back to duty while the Nigerian police force is taking care of those destroyed properties of the Nigerian police force. And besides, the property they are talking about here is not their property, it's the property of the federal government and the state government. So what is their own problem? They have said, go back to office. That is the instruction. So they are expected to do as instructed. They are expected to pay attention and do as instructed. You understand? So any of them that have refused to resume, go back to duty post, then that person should be dismissed. To me, I think they are afraid. They are afraid, and not just because of the property. They are afraid. They are still very, very afraid of the youth because they know that the atrocity that they have committed on the youth is not just an atrocity. It's not just an atrocity, and the wound is still very, very fresh. Look at, I think a week from now they'll be having a candle procession for the dead youths at the Lekki massacre, which they are now professing now that probably there will be another protest after the candlelight, because now a protest is already going on now in Abuja. Do you understand now? The police headquarters, the youth have stormed the police headquarters and also the airport. Now Lagos is preparing for their own protest. The moment after they finish the candlelight of the youth that were massacred. My viewers, our Nigerian government, they are finished. They are finished. Completely finished. Yeah, but they deserve it. They called for it. They called for it, so let them receive it. They felt and think that they alone have the power over the youth, that the youth cannot do anything. That the youth cannot do anything. That was their plan and plot. Now they can see how strong the youth are. They can see. Next time, they will not underestimate the youth. They will not underestimate the youth. They felt and believed that with the release of the soldiers, the youth will go indoor. The youth will go indoor and they won't want to do anything. They won't want to face the protest again. My viewers, I tell you, the youths have proven to be who they are in Nigeria. They have really proven it, and it was commendable. So that's the problem of Nigerian police. If any of them has refused, then they should leave. They should leave the force. It's not by force. No one is forcing anybody. It is a duty that they called for. It is a responsibility that they accepted. So if they say they won't continue, then they should be relieved of their duties. That's all I know. And that's all I can say. Alright? So, my viewers, please and please and please and please, your own comments concerning all that have just been said are very, very, very important. Extremely important. Please, deem it fit to leave your comment below the comment box. Click on the subscription button as well as the bell button to receive more updates. Thank you.